on this day of the resurrection of Jesus, the Son of the One, with no name, I greet you. I thought it was appropriate to have my first online sermon available by Easter. It is a time of new beginnings. It is a time of new commitments to God. 3 days before Easter, a great gift was given to save us from our flawed selves. The life that was given was a special life filled with new idea. It was the idea that love in its highest form can and will overcome all hate in the world we live in. It was a radical idea whose time had come. In the intervening years, many have claimed that violence was the way God wanted Christians to defeat evil in the world. 99% of the time, these rulers invoked God's name to wage wars of conquest, revenge, resource seizure, and imposition of Christian ideas on other cultures. Christianity has its own way of spreading. That is by example. By using violence, they ceased to be the people Christ taught them to be. To love your neighbor was not a hollow command. These people did not do as Jesus would have done. They followed a baser animal will to dominate. The result is a horrible mixed message that you should love when you feel like it. It was to rely on violence when you wanted something. It is time to explain something basic that has been missing from most Christian teaching lately. We are not alone in this fight against evil. Angels help and defend Christians every day. There is very good reason to use great self-restraint in any decisions to use violence. Angels see clearly who is Christian and those who just pay Jesus' teachings lip service. That distinction is whether we turn the other cheek or automatically strike out at any obstacle to what we want. Angels see who relies on God's will, who relies on human energy. People who rely on human energy are not following Jesus. Angels know who to bash, by which side they rely on. There are many religions that rely on human energy. They are a sorry, impoverished lot. They are like small children who refuse a hand up off the ground because they just know that they can do it all on their own. When they do refuse the freely offered help, they also choose to be alone. They may get off the ground 100 times, but when their human energy is not enough, they will stay laying in the dirt, and they will be alone. The one with no name does not interfere with free choice. 3 days after Jesus' murder, his tomb was found to be empty except for a burial cloth. On this day, the promise of Jesus was fulfilled by his resurrection. A new beginning was at hand for those who chose to follow in Jesus' footsteps. Christianity was born that day. Jesus said to follow him was to pick up his cross. The one calls few of us to be tortured and murdered in this day and age. To die is easy. To live a life that Jesus would be proud of is hard. For the followers of the Apostle Thomas, I call on you to come out of exile. It is time for the teachings of Jesus that were relayed by the Apostle Thomas to be heard after too many years of silence. We will be set upon again by the Trinitarians, no doubt. They do not have the clout that they used to have to persecute us. It is long past time when they can torture us with the Inquisition. It is time to let our lights out from under the bushel barrel. It is time for our example to shine on our own right. Many Church of Thomas people have attended and been members of Trinitarian groups and churches. Often we have been pointed out as the most devout among those other Christians. It is time for them to know where our devotion originated. In my deepest heart, I hope that they see us as fellow Christians, as we see them as brothers and sisters in Christ. There are 2 more groups I wish to invite. First, there are many people who have similar beliefs to us that do not attend a church. I propose that you may be the ones whose families have been in hiding for 2,000 years. so long that the origins of your philosophies have been lost. Your families may have originated in the Church of Thomas people. It is hard to be firm when there are no written records of memories of Jesus recounted by Thomas, especially when Trinitarians keep waving their Gospels in your face. When they said their Gospels were all that was written, I invite you to read the Reconciler Gospel of Thomas. You may find that it is written down confirms, you may find what is written down confirms your belief set. The last but not least group is those that have always wanted to belong to God. You feel that there is something missing in your life. You may be someone who has heard televangelists and ministers in churches go on and on about God knows you are a good Christian because you give until it hurts. I'm here to offer you another Christianity that has always considered Christianity a grassroots effort. A Christianity that does not try to inspire you with how big their church is, or if they have a campus, or a pretty fountain out front. Church of Thomas wants people to relate directly to God. We offer a support system to fulfill your God-given gifts and missions in life. We may not pat you on the back, but we will hug you when you hurt. To the world we say, Easter marks a new day to find God, or reaffirm our commitment to follow Jesus' example to the best of our ability. To fellow Christians, we say, don't be discouraged. We have some long-lost brothers and sisters out there. We love all of you. God bless the whole world, no exceptions. Peace of the one with no name to all of you. Love, Angel Eliza.